already made it through the blink or you'll miss it downtown, Shelley was approaching the county's biggest claim to fame, the cheese factory. Even with lights flashing, she had to blare her horn to weave her way through the thick line of RVs and campers already stacked up, waiting to turn into the parking lot. Given the already hotter-than-hell morning, most of the tourists were probably planning on ice cream for breakfast. When she completed this call, Shelley might join them. Community policing. Eat ice cream, mingle with locals. Sounded like a plan to her. North of the factory, traffic died down and Shelley picked up speed. Road was narrower here, winding through sharp bends as it twisted its way along the rocky coast. Then, 5 miles after a turn-in for yet another campground, Shelley arrived at her location, the Easy Gas. Shelley swung in, killing the lights while appraising the scene. She saw one truck parked in front of the twin gas pumps, a battered Ford that had seen better days. Otherwise, the place appeared quiet. Shelley got on her radio, alerted dispatch that she'd arrived. Then, picking up her broad-brimmed hat from the seat beside her, she placed it on her head and climbed out of her white sheriff's SUV. First thing that struck her, the absence of sound. That, as much as anything, set her nerves on edge. In a hot, hazy August, when the local businesses were as busy as they were gonna get, the quiet here... It wasn't a good kind of quiet. Shelley's hand went to her holster. She automatically shifted her stance sideways, making herself less of a target as she approached the front of the worn-looking convenience store. Smell hit her next. Coppery, thick, an odor even a small-town sheriff knew better than she would have liked. The faded red pickup, mid-90s, was to her left, the open glass door to the small convenience store to her right. Shelley paused, considering. Vehicle appeared unoccupied, which left the store as the main area of concern. She moved closer to the exterior wall, bottom half blocked by giant coolers of ice, upper windows plastered with various posters advertising cheap beer. Hand still on her holster, she tucked herself beside the ice coolers and peered through the open door. Nothing to see. And again, nothing to hear. Not the ring of the cash register. Not the murmur of voices as the clerk rang up the sale from the truck owner. Just that smell. Thick and pungent in sweltering August heat. Then a sound did reach her ears. Soft, steady. The drone of flies. Lots and lots of flies. Shelley knew then what she'd be finding inside. A brief pause while she did the smart thing and radioed dispatch for backup. Then, shoulders squared, she unsnapped her holster, removed her Glock 22. Entered the store. First victim had gone down 10 feet inside the entrance. Body was on its back, spread eagle, a bag of chips just beyond the 20-something male's outflung hand. Local, was Shelley's first guess as she eyed the worn jeans, unlaced boots, grime-smeared t-shirt. Probably a farm boy, she thought. Then caught an extra whiff of something rotten and quickly changed her mind. Fishing. Definitely a boat hand or a particularly pungent job like that. Maybe he'd just gotten in from an early morning haul and had come dashing in for a snack. Now he bore a single shot to the forehead, more bloody holes in the chest. Given the slack features, chances were the kid had never even seen it coming. Next body was behind the counter. Female this time. 18, 19. Second victim. Or certainly shot after the salt-jonesing customer, because the female had seen it coming. Body had fallen in a twisted hump, as if she'd turned, tried to run, only to remember she was boxed in, imprisoned by the counter in front and a wall of tobacco products to the back. She'd gotten a hand up. Shelley could see the bullet hole straight through the palm. She didn't need to see the rest of the damage to know it had been fatal. Inside, the sound was louder. The damn flies, drawn by the smell of blood, and now concentrated on twin targets. It's funny, the things that can get to a woman. Shelley had seen terrible auto accidents, hunting tragedies.